Okay, last video on my common office type complaints people come in with, and last one we're going to talk about is the neck. So we've done how to sit, we've done how to stretch up your chest with the tightness in the back. Now we're going to talk about neck pain. Neck pain is very common for people who work in offices because they're always heads held forward, staring at monitors all day, and then they come away with a really stiff neck. Rather than go with stretches like I did for the chest, I thought I'd do some self-help techniques, okay? So here we have a neck. This is Maud, married to Derek, and this is the back of her neck, okay? So you can see the base of her skull, and you can see all these little bony prominences coming out. What you want to do when you feel your neck stiffening out is you're going to get your fingers, find those bony prominences, there we go, and then sink off into the soft tissue, okay? So you make a hook of a hand. You'll find, even if you can't feel the bony prominence, you'll feel a definite dip between the soft tissue, and you come off to the side your hands on, so you're hooked into this tissue here. And then it's just a case of cranking your head the opposite way and cranking your hand round. So as your head goes one way, your hand goes the other, and you can strip out this tissue. And it feels really nice, to be fair. I bet it can help loosen off some of this muscle, make it feel a bit easier. But here's the good one, okay? So you're sat here doing this, you're like, oh, that's nice. That's all right. Bother me, that's all. All right, so you're on a tender point, okay? A trigger point, not whatever you want to call it. So I've got my fingers in my neck now. I'm like, yeah, I can feel that. Take your head, keep the pressure on, but not too tough, just a bit. Take your head to the pain. Okay, so my pain's on the back right of my neck, so that's where my head goes. And you'll find the pain will drop, yeah? Then what you do, you apply, so we're going this way, a little bit of pressure and a little bit of friction. Just gently into the neck, and it feels quite nice. You haven't got any real pain here. And after about 10 seconds, start to straighten your head. If you come to here, think, oh, it's come back, go back, oh, it's gone. A little bit more pressure, a little bit of friction, and then just work it out, and then give it a neck a smooth. And then keep treating these little points you find, and it will help stop building the sense of tension and pain in your neck. You can do it, don't have to do it at work. I mean, if work, a little bit of stretch off now and then is nice, but when you go home afterwards and you're sat in the sofa watching crap TV, and you're like, oh, that was a crap day, you can then self-treat them. And if you self-treat them at home, chances are the next day, they're not going to be so bad. And then do my neck stretches. I've got loads on my website, so look at them. And I'm going to stop talking now because that's 3 minutes, so you must be bored. But that concludes my office work, self-help stuff. Thanks.
In today's blog, we are going to discuss a little bit about stiff neck remedies based on the cause. This is actually shared by Dr. Grant Cooper. Neck stiffness is a common condition that can vary in intensity, ranging from soreness that mildly inhibits neck motions to sharp or burning pain that flares when attempting even slight head movements. Treating a stiff neck typically involves a combination of one or more of the following. Number 1. Short rest period and or activity modification. Number 2. Ice pack and or heat therapy. Ice pack and or heat therapy. Number 3. Gentle stretching and massage. Number 4. Over-the-counter pain medication. Similar with what I had done, I purchased Voltaren. The vast majority of stiff neck are acute and result from one type of muscle strain or ligament sprain when the neck gets overused or overexerted. Recognizing which action or environmental factors contributed to the stiff neck can help develop a treatment strategy and reduce the risk of recurrence. The question is how stiff-necked causes can determine treatments. While it is important to treat the pain and limited range of motion associated with a stiff neck, the problem might keep coming back if the initial cause is not addressed. Some common sources of neck stiffness include: number 1. Sleeping in awkward positions. When waking up with a stiff neck, it makes sense to evaluate the sleeping environment, especially if the bed or pillow is unfamiliar or new. Some people find better support for the neck with larger pillows, while others might prefer smaller or no pillows at all. The same goes for the firmness of mattresses and pillows, as no particular level of firmness works best for everyone. Finding the right pillow and mattress for better sleep comfort may take some trial and error. Number 2. Poor posture. If neck stiffness and soreness tend to develop toward the end of the workday or during specific activities, such as while hunched over a computer screen for hours, it may be due to a combination of poor posture, inactivity, and muscles becoming weakened or tightened using better posture in the workplace, such as by sitting up straight when on the computer and regularly taking breaks to stretch the neck, may be key to preventing neck stiffness from returning. Number 3. Overexertion or overuse. Lifting a heavy item or performing an unfamiliar task can increase the likelihood of the neck's muscles and ligaments becoming injured due to overexertion or overuse, which can lead to pain and stiffness. When lifting or carrying a heavy item, it is important to keep the neck in a neutral position with the ears directly above the shoulders. If the head and shoulders are tilting at odd angles, such as leaning too far forward or to the side to maintain balance or momentum, the item is too heavy and the neck is at increased risk of becoming painful and stiff. Number 4. Direct trauma. A stiff neck that occurs after direct trauma or an accident may just be a muscle strain or ligament sprain, or it could also involve more significant damage to the cervical spine and other parts of the body. For a whiplash injury, which involves the head whipping back and forth, the neck pain and stiffness might not show up until hours later or even the next morning. Any neck pain or stiffness associated with a significant accident, such as a car crash or ladder fall, must be evaluated by a doctor. Lastly, this is just a piece of advice. If a stiff neck is accompanied by a severe headache, fever, dizziness, reduced coordination in the arms or legs, or other troubling symptoms, a serious underlying condition may be present that requires immediate medical attention. If you like this video, then press the like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching SAS TV Official.